Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Rajah Caruth, of course, the driver of the number 6 Chevrolet for Rev Racing in the ARCA Menard Series, and of course, part-time in the number 44 Xfinity Series car for Alpha Prime Racing in NASCAR Xfinity Series. How's it going, man?
I'm great, Casey. How are you, man?
It's going well. So, what has the off season been like? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? All that.
It has not been an off season in the slightest sense, Casey, but I wouldn't change it for the world, man.
That makes two of us.
Yes, a lot of running around, a lot of errands, a lot of trying to finish some deals, a lot of, I guess, managing things myself. So it's been amazing. I wouldn't change it for the world. A lot of people have helped me. One thing that I didn't realize is that the stuff in racing is so expensive. Even the driver stuff, from gear to seats to licenses to the stress of scheduling physicals and drug tests and everything. There's so many things that you have to do. You have to have all your ducks in a row to be able to drive. And so I think that just makes the part when you get behind the wheel ever, or I guess every bit more sweeter. So.
Okay, so let's talk about, I know you're going to be down for the ARCA test, but that's not the only thing you are doing. You're also going to be testing for Alpha Prime, but kind of explain how that's all working. Of course, I think that's kind of explain what that Alpha Prime test is like, because, with all the testing things, I'm sure you know what happened with Mike Harmon Racing. What's that going to be? Explain what that test is about.
I'm testing the next gen too. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Just kidding. No, I am not. I'm not doing that. But so I'm gonna have my rookie test at New Smyrna with Alpha Prime Racing. New Smyrna is a racetrack I've got hundreds of laps at from the NASCAR Drive for Diversity Combine, I guess 3 years ago now, and the K&N or the ARCA East race, last February. So to have a whole day with no stress, with just learning the Xfinity Series Camaro and getting a baseline kind of for our setups for the short tracks we go to this year, and building the chemistry, me personally, with the guys here at Alpha Prime Racing. I'm real excited for that. Again, it's a place I've been to before. And so Kurt Busch told me it's better to enter a racetrack with having either a new car or a new track, not a new track and a new car. So to kind of get that first baseline of notes for myself and understanding, and kind of our first outing as a team with me as the driver. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So let's talk about the ARCA test this weekend. Of course, this is it's a big year for you. I know with with the increased partnership with Chevrolet that was announced back at the PRI show. Yes. What was that like? I know just not for you, also for Nick as well, but to be partnered with Chevrolet. What's that mean to Rev Racing and to the team?
It means a lot to everybody, man. Like, they believe in us and what we have going for us, and believe in us as drivers and as a team enough to not only put financial and monetary support behind us, but support us and be behind us, man. Like, it just means a lot because, not having manufacturer support for almost a decade now, and to get it back and get some people behind us, in addition to Max and NASCAR, mainly Max as well, obviously, but to help us, it means a lot. And Nick and I are going to use every bit of the resources that we have at our fingertips, and we're going to try to win some races and compete for the championship.
Absolutely. I know that this season's going to be, you're running full time, and we're going to have a lot of it's going to be an interesting season in the ARCA Menard Series, because I think we got, like, as of right now, I think we have about 4 or 5 drivers. There is going to be more, but about 4 or 5 guys right now going for the championship. Of course, you and Nick, and of course Daniel Dye as well. Of course Amber, and we'll have some more announcements as this week goes on. But how exciting is this season going to be for you guys?
I'm excited. And Casey, it's going to be my first, aside from the 10 race summer shoot at Charlotte, it's going to be my first time having a championship season, a championship point season, I guess, like having weeks where the points carry over, right? And it's not from a February to September, right? It's February through October. And so on top of having races on consecutive weekends, which I've never had before, it's going to be a lot, but I'm prepared for it. I've been trying my best to set myself up for it physically, mentally, spiritually, just to prepare myself for this year, man. So I'm extremely excited, and I'm very confident that both Nick and I can be top easily, and that. Oh, wait, what happened? Sorry, can you see me?
You're good.
And then that we can not only finish top 3 in points, but I'm pretty confident that I could end up winning the ARCA championship as a driver this year.
I mean, the folks so a lot of us at the previous show, we put together our bold predictions list, and we have some of us have you winning the championship. So that's
put the money on it then. I'll give me something to race for real.
Oh yeah. What do you think your best? I'm sure you've looked at the schedule so far for ARCA. What tracks do you feel like you can win at?
Definitely the short tracks, right? Bristol, Salem, those. I mean, not really short tracks, but those places I think I'll feel very comfortable at. And then obviously, I think after a little bit of practice at Berlin, Elko, and Toledo, those being short track, I think that's going to be pretty solid for me, just because that's right in my comfort zone. And I think something I'm really going to have to work at is all the other racetracks, really only going to 1.5 miles. And now we're going to go to Pocono. We're going to go to Charlotte. We're going to go to Kansas twice. We're going to go to Daytona and Talladega, right? And so I don't know if I'm missing, and Michigan. So going to the faster racetracks, getting accustomed to the air and the high speed of those places, that's going to be something that I got to continue to work at, just because I'm still on the inexperienced side of it. So I feel really comfortable going into the short tracks. The intermediate and big tracks are going to be something I'm going to have to work at, along with the road course and dirt stuff. I've been doing both road and dirt on iRacing over this winter, trying to get comfortable and learn how to do those, and obviously understanding that it's the sim, but doing what I can to prepare for Mid-Ohio and Watkins Glen, along with Springfield and DuQuoin.
So what do you think, like road courses, dirt tracks, super speedways, 1.5 miles, short tracks, where do you think you're best at?
Right now, short tracks, but I want to, by the middle or the end of the year, I want to be pretty good at all of them, because that's what it takes to be, I guess, a champion, right? You've got to excel at all different types of racetracks and adapt. So I'm going to try really hard, Casey, to make sure I can do that. And hopefully it works out for us. So
let's talk about what your Xfinity plans are. Do you know how many races you are running, and where are you kind of starting off at?
So 3 of them are confirmed, and we're pretty close to finishing selling the other 3. So, or not pretty close. We got it, I guess. So basically we're going to do Richmond and Dover to start off the year. Then to end it, we'll do Pocono and Kansas in the latter half of the summer, along with Martinsville and Phoenix to end the year. So I'm excited for those places. Martinsville, I've had laps at. Dover, I've had laps at. Kansas, I've had laps at. I'll have the test day in the ARCA car and the ARCA race at Dover. And then I've already raced Phoenix in the ARCA car. I think the biggest thing will be the speed of Pocono, and then kind of the first race jitters at Richmond. Never been on that racetrack, and it's my home race. So I'll have like friends and family there and sponsors and stuff. So I think that's probably going to be the hardest part of this year. And our Alpha Prime Chevys will be just kind of that first race with the jitters, with it being a home race, probably having a lot of stuff going on around it. So I think if that goes good, we don't hit anything, we make it to the end of the race, then I think the rest of it will be a breeze.
So let's and finally to get to test at Daytona, track that. Oh geez.
So Casey,
I'll see you later today.
yeah, maybe I'm in a band, so maybe.
Tommy Joe was awesome.
I'm gonna go to different.
All right. Sounds good. When you look at running at Daytona, that's got to feel good. To run there your first time, watching it on TV, that's got to feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I went to that racetrack for the first time. Sorry, I'm in a different room.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's going to Daytona for the first time to drive. I went there for the first time in 2015 for spring break, and to be there in a car for the first time is gonna be pretty awesome. I mean, like you said, man, I've watched races there since I was a little kid, so to drive there for the first time, it'll be awesome. I'm excited to field the draft. I'm excited to learn some stuff for when we go racing there, and it's kind of kick off our year the right way. With my new crew chief, Brad Parrott, I'm extremely excited to work with him. It's been awesome. The first 2 days of being with him, it's been like bread and butter, and I'm really excited for this weekend and for this year.
Awesome. All right. Rajah, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck at Daytona for testing. Yes. All right.
Thanks, Casey. We'll talk, I guess, before Daytona, I guess.
I think maybe.